Oh hey, I was just Hey guys, so today I'm here with a slightly different video. Today I decided not to make a special effects like Naruto or some cool fights. Well, I'm not sure if they're cool, but with some fights. But I decided to answer your questions as you requested. I got this suggestion a few months ago and it got really popular. So I decided to actually make this video and I will do my best to answer all the questions I got from you. So just stay a while and listen. So some of you have asked me for some personal info. You know, I don't really like sending my information to the internet and but I decided to tell you something. So my real name is Tom and I live in Czech Republic. I'm about 20 years old, I'm not sure now, but yeah, something like that. And I think that's all. I study IT on the universities, but I don't know what will be my job if I ever get one. So I'm just studying IT because I like computers and special effects, video. So yeah. So I speak obviously English, Czech, German, aber nur ein bisschen. Ich habe das in der Schule gelernt. And I also learn Japanese, but yeah, I still think that I'm just a beginner, so I'm trying. How do I choose? Well, recently I made a suggestion site where you guys can send some suggestions. You maybe saw some anime and you think, oh, I would like to see that in real life. So yeah, that's a site. You can visit that and post me some suggestions. I will decide if I can do that or not, or if I like it. So in the worst case you will just get refused, so you can try. And sometimes I decide just, for example, I watch an anime and I see something really cool and I say, wow, that would be really awesome in real life. And then I think, well, but I can make it into real life. Well, that's actually also the reason why I started to make these videos, but that's another question. So yeah, it's just by feeling. I just see something and say, yeah, that's pretty cool, so I can do that in a real life. Or by your suggestions. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, that's not a simple answer, because there is a video that has, for example, just 1 minute. There is a video that is 5 minutes, it's a long fight, so it depends on the amount of the effects and of the length of the footage. So I don't know, if I do a video full of 3D effects and so on, it takes slightly more time than, I don't know, a simple video with Rasengan or something like that. I can't tell. There are videos that I made during 1 day or I don't know, 2 days. There are videos that I was working on, for example, for a few weeks, but I think a few weeks, 2-3 weeks is the longest time I think I spent at one video. Well, it also depends. For example, when I was younger and when I was not too experienced, it took a really long time to make just a simple effect that I can now do within an hour. So it also depends on the experience, on the kind of effects I am working on. For example, 3D, it takes a lot of time, or something I never worked with, it takes some time for me to learn, so it's not a simple answer. So, what software do I use? Yeah, I think this is the most frequent question I got. Not only for this video, but I get this question almost, I don't know, every month, at least once, at the comments of my videos. So, what software do I use? I think the main software is Adobe After Effects. This program is really something, I don't know, like a holy grail for people who wish to work with special effects. I think most of the YouTubers dealing with special effects use this program, Adobe After Effects. It's really amazing tool, and without it I won't be able to make I think every video I made every video with this powerful program. So yeah, that's the key thing, that's the main thing. Basically, it's the place where you can compose all the effects together. You can make multiple layers, but I think you can read some tutorials. But it's really amazing tool, and I think without it, I won't be able to do anything. So, for example, if I also use some 3D software. I can recommend for free, is really amazing, is Blender. I think most of you know, and there are also some amazing like 3ds Max, and that's really powerful tool. I think in general Autodesk programs and software is very good. And for example, I make a 3D model in a 3D editor and another program, and then I export it and I can place it in the video exactly in Adobe After Effects. There I can put everything together and add some additional effects and so on. So I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, for example, for cut or editing I use Sony Vegas, but I think there are many programs like that, and they are very similar. And for work with music, not music. For work with voice and some special sound effects, I use Audacity. And for music, as you maybe noticed, I started to compose the music for my videos, because of the copyright and so on. So I use FL Studio. It's really great software. But as I said, there are many pieces and there are many programs that are really awesome, and I don't want you to force to anything. That's just what I use. Well, I'm still learning, I think, so I can't tell, but I started 5 years ago, and then I think I improved a bit since that. I started with some basic effects and used a great program, Particle Illusion, but then I learned with Adobe After Effects, just by trying, and then I also saw some tutorials. So it took me 5 years to get to this level I'm now, but I think it's not something unique or like that. I'm just like another YouTuber dealing with special effects, and I don't think I'm somehow awesome or better than anyone else. I'm just trying to do what I like, but it's not too hard to learn with Adobe After Effects or anything. You just need the will, the willpower, just to stay at it, to try to experiment, not to give up. That's everything you need, so you can learn pretty fast, I think. It also depends if you have some experiences with other programs and software. So yeah, I think it's not a big deal. I learned maybe it would take 2-3 years to be really good at it. To learn some basic things, to be able to do almost everything you can imagine, to somehow be able to transform it into the video. Yeah, I think that took me about 3 years. Yeah. Almost every kid just dreams about being a superhero. When you see a fairy tale, it would be really awesome to be a part of it, don't you think? I think almost everybody has sometimes felt it. When you see something, when you see a movie or something, you then maybe dream about being a part of it, being a hero in there, and I think that was the main reason why I started, and actually that's still the reason why I'm doing that. I'm a bit playing to be a hero. But yeah, sometimes I'm not a hero. But anyway, I think that's pretty much the reason why I started. Just to make my imagination real, just to turn my thoughts into the reality, and to share it with you guys, with the world. I think it's nice when someone creates something and presents that to the world, because it's like revealing part of yourself to the world, and part of your life, part of your soul, part of your mind. And I think that's really awesome. I think most of you watch Naruto, so you can understand. Then there is a main problem that Naruto is trying to solve, like how to truly understand each other. So yeah, I'm trying to share part of myself with you, with the world, and I think that's the key to understand each other, to reveal a part of ourselves to the others, to try to really understand each other. So I'm just trying to spread my thoughts and ideas, and I think through that we can, for example, eventually understand each other. You know, people should reveal themselves, not to hide them behind some masks and, you know, masks of society, of something that they are not. Most people are covering what they are themselves. They don't want others to see what they really are. It's not like they are bad or something. They're just scared of revealing themselves. So I think it's maybe one of the biggest problems of today's society and this world. But I think that's pretty much off topic now. So yeah, I just want to share my thoughts and my ideas, and I want to be a Hokage, Hitokage. So I've chosen this name when I started my second YouTube channel. Well, the first one got banned. I just don't want to speak about it anymore. But Hitokage means in Japanese, it's of course from Japanese language, and it means, at first I didn't know about the second meaning. I will talk about it. Why I have chosen this was because of the name Hito, which means man or human, and Kage, that means a shadow. So it's basically a human's shadow or man's shadow silhouette. So that's why I decided to take this nick. Yeah, it sounds pretty cool, I think, but that's not the main reason. I have chosen it because it means a man's shadow. I think here on YouTube, the part of myself I'm revealing is just something like a shadow of myself. I think it's not really possible to turn myself to the width and, you know, to present everything I have in my mind. So it's just a shadow of my thoughts, of my ideas. And I somehow decided and tried to make them into videos. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The second meaning, as I discovered later, is well, it's connected to, I think everybody knows Pokemon. So Hitokage should be I think in I don't know, in American version I think it's Charmander. So yeah, it's really amazing coincidence or fate. Because Charmander was my favorite Pokemon since the first episode or wherever he appeared. It was not the first episode, but whatever. It was really my favorite Pokemon and still is, so it's such a coincidence that this name I have chosen, this nick, is Charmander. It's really awesome. I didn't... Well, actually, yeah, I am. My favorite anime? Well, that might be a surprise for most of you. It's not Naruto. No, really, it's not Naruto. My favorite anime? Well, it's hard to decide, but I have two anime that are really my precious. I think the first one is Cowboy Bebop. It's probably it belongs to the first anime I have ever seen. Along with the second one I will mention later. So Cowboy Bebop, it's really amazing anime. I think it's a very deep anime. It's kinda old, but I think it's still very popular amongst otaku and other normal people. So yeah, Cowboy Bebop, but that's the second one. The first one, my top one, is definitely Neon Genesis Evangelion. I'm not sure about the pronunciation, but yeah, that's really amazing anime. Please, I'm not talking about the stupid remakes or redo or I don't know how is it called, but it's not good. I'm talking about the original series plus the film End of Evangelion. This is really amazing anime. I think this anime influenced me most of all the anime I've ever seen. It's truly a masterpiece. I prefer when the anime is not just about something random, but when it has something deeper on the background, like some deep thoughts that you can meditate or you can think about for a long time. And this anime is totally mind-blowing, especially in the end. So, as my friend said, by the way, it's that one who you can see him in some of my videos. Every time he's dying or something like that. So he thought that it totally blew up his brain, but I think it's not that bad. It's truly amazing anime, and it's about well, I think you can read about it or watch it. The most precious thing about this anime is, as I said, the deep thoughts. You can think for hours. You can meditate about it for a really long time, about the messages in the background, about the story of the main heroes. It's truly a masterpiece. And plus there are some amazing symbols that it really makes you think about it. The last episodes are in the main hero's head. You can see his thoughts, his mind, how is it transforming, and in the ending there's such a beautiful message. I recommend you really watch it. It's the best anime you will ever see. Maybe some people are a bit scared of this anime, but it's truly an amazing one. It belongs to the first ones I've ever seen, and yet the best one. Totally masterpiece. I don't know what to say. I know I talked about this too much. You know, my granny is pretty talkative, so I think we have that in the family. Well, anyway, watch Neon Genesis Evangelion. Truly amazing anime. My favorite manga. Well, honestly, I don't really like manga. I miss the animation, I miss the music, I miss the voices, I miss the colors. I miss everything from anime. Manga is just... I read Naruto manga Shippuden because, you know, I think we'll have to wait a few years until it gets to the anime. So yeah, I read, but I've also read Pandora Heart because I saw an anime and it was just one season, and you know the rest was just nowhere. They just stopped it in the middle, and so I decided to read the manga to know how the story continues. But I don't really enjoy manga. I don't like it. Maybe it might sound weird because I like anime, but anime only. My favorite game. Well, I prefer computer games, but this one is for PS1. It's called Tenchu, the Stealth Assassins. I can also recommend its continuation on other parts like Wrath of Heaven. It's still called Tenchu, Wrath of Heaven, and I think also I can recommend Shinobi-Do. It comes from the same developers. Basically, it's a game about ninjas and shinobi, and it's really amazing. I think today's games are a bit, you know, weird. Good old times when today I don't have the feeling that I played a game. It's just like I watched a movie or something like that. I think the old games were really unique because, for example, you had to save and load for a dozen times. You have to load, I don't know. I was just playing a boss one boss for a few hours, and I was really happy. It was such a relief when I killed him. For example, Diablo and Gothic, all the amazing games. It was something incredible when you completed the game and you watched the credits and wow, I did it. So I think that disappeared from today's games. So I prefer the old ones. But yeah, there are some exceptions today. But Tenchu and Shinobi-Do, the best games ever. How do I get money? Well, I still live in my family's house, so I don't have to really care about paying fees or something like that. I get some money from YouTube, but honestly I spend them all for my videos. I had to buy a new camera, tripod, I have a green screen, I have some things like parts of cosplay, for example that cool cloak I bought. So I have practically nothing from YouTube so far. I just spent everything to the videos, so I don't have to spend my money for them, and still can afford some things to buy, you know, to help me make the video better or to actually make it possible. So then I'm just a poor student. So that's it. I tried to answer most of your questions. I hope you're happy, you will be happy for the whole day, whole week, month, year. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will do my best to make another special effects, not only from Naruto, from another anime, not manga, no, not really. Please, don't request manga. No. I will, as I said, I'll do my best. I'll do my best to entertain you, to bring you some new videos, to amaze you. I'm just a man who's trying to share his thoughts. I don't think much of my work. It's just something I do. It's something I enjoy to do, and I'm really glad. I'm really glad for your comments. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm really glad to hear your comments. It's really amazing to see that people are supporting you and that people like your work. It's really incredible. I really appreciate your support. You give me a power. You give me a power to continue to keep it up, to make another videos. I don't want to disappoint you. I will do my best. You know, all the things that people always say in the end of YouTube videos. You can imagine. Special thanks to everyone who gave me this suggestion. Special thanks to people who asked me. I will write their names in the credits or something like that. Special thanks to you guys that you watched this. Special thanks to, you know, this is, I will show you, you know, Bionicle. It's truly amazing. I used to play when I was a kid. It's really epic, you know. Bionicle, Lego. It's I have such memories. I have here a whole collection, you know. Here is here I will show you his Tahu, his fire element. It's truly something precious for me. I have a whole collection, and I just cannot throw them away. Those are my dear ones. So yeah, see you guys in my next video, and I hope you will still enjoy my work and still support me. I think that's all. See ya.